Namaste. My introduction will not add any value to the talk I am going to share with you because the time is running out very rapidly. The pandemic of coronavirus has engulfed and destabilized humanity on earth. However, I am missing a teaching of Swami Vivekananda that said, be and make. Until my be or becoming is complete, how can I make? But this is emergency, my friends. So I rushed with whatever resources I have in hand. I urge you to use this global lockdown to develop your body in an invincible fort where no virus or bacteria can dare to enter. I am sharing with you one of the greatest austerities practiced by yogis of the Indian subcontinent. I call it Cellular Yoga. I am sure Cellular Yoga practices will definitely develop complete immunity against corona or any such other germ that surrounds you. Though we not know, but great yogis have been doing cellular yoga. This may be unheard because they did not share it as cellular yoga or interpret it scientifically. But I tell you, DNA of cell being its mind, these yogis have awakened their cells to the level of common man's mind, where expressed genes are reservoir of knowledge. I think this remains the first attempt of sharing such a great practice of Indian yogis with the common man. Cellular yoga is altogether a different level than various yoga disciplines. A thorough study is necessary beforehand to understand its manifold and finer details. It is quite complex. Not that I demonstrate some exercises and you can follow to develop it. Because we need to move at our cellular level and make the cells do yoga. Practice of cellular yoga requires lot of concentration, knowledge-based reverence and perseverance. So first, while revealing cellular yoga, I shall discuss its authenticity on the plane of science. Because in these days, it is difficult to do anything with reverence until science approves it. So let us go straight away to basics of life science, which explained our body is made up of cells. May it be systems like neural, endocrine, respiratory, digestive, excretory, or their constituting organs like tissues, bones, blood, hairs, etc. Everything is made up of cells. Science also says a cell is an entity of life, having exclusive existence as a living being. Do you know that scientific approximation of number of cells in human body? It is 37.2 trillion. Means some 37.2 trillion cells in me, in you, in every human being. And we will have to make them do yoga. This is cellular yoga. Therefore, the scientific that I wish to emphasize, number one, like us, a cell also is an entity of life. Number two, as human being, we possess only one body is half truth. factually, we are a multicellular body where each cell is a living being. Number 3, we are bundle of some 37.2 trillion persons living together. Now let us understand the immunity, a system in our body that prevents us from diseases. It is necessary to establish whether our immune system is responsive enough unfailingly. This has two aspects for immune system to be unfailing and responsive enough. Number 1, the design of system must be robust. And number 2, it must be mighty and infallible with plenty of energy to eliminate the invaders like virus, bacteria, parasites, etc. So far as structure and design is concerned, it is a multi-layered defense deployment where its first line of defense is innate immune response, which gets immediately activated if there is any foreign pathogen or any cell invading. It uses its physical, chemical and cellular defense systems to prevent the spread and movement of these foreign invaders throughout the body. If some pathogen has made its entry despite this innate defense, the next line of defense is adaptive immune response, which then takes the charge. It is a two-layered system. The first is humoral immunity response, which acts at extracellular level, means within body but outside the cells. And the second is cellular immunity, which acts at intracellular level, means within the cells. So we can say the design of the immune system is robust, undoubtedly. Now come to the second requirement. Whether immune system's response is infallible and mighty, this again requires two things. Firstly, to be infallible requires sharp memory to recognize invasion by a foreign cell pathogen and instant reaction to control and eliminate them. Both actions require unfailing sensory response. If this is compromised, we have heard in case of this coronavirus that it enters a cell, creates confusion there, thereby disrupts metabolic system of the cell and diverts it to produce cloned copies of itself to spread further. Therefore, unfailing sensory response is very crucial. Secondly, the system to be mighty demands plenty of energy, because in case of a foreign attack, energy needs to be delivered very rapidly. Now we have reached to the crux, the reason to share cellular yoga with you. As I told, the third and final line of defense of the immune system, which the life science called cellular immunity, lies within the cells. Means each cell has its own immune system too. So simple facts come out. The body is made up of cells and each cell has its own immune system too. Addressing this, the cellular yoga keeps your immune system efficient. As I told, the system to be mighty requires plenty of energy. This energy is produced nowhere outside, but in the cells only. You must be aware of the recently came out global data of deaths due to corona that says if patient's pre-existing condition was diabetic, there are second highest deaths. Production of energy in diabetic patient is really a cumbersome issue. Sugar should reach in the cell to become energy, but it is floating in the blood, not reaching the cells. Addressing this, the cellular yoga keeps your immune system effective. So scientific linkage of cellular yoga is now well established, and difference between cellular yoga and other popular yoga practices is evident. When I say I do yoga, means only one person is doing yoga. But when I say I do cellular yoga, means my net yoga done is some 37.2 trillion times more. So after this conceptual background, let us move to the practice modules involved in cellular yoga, and then we'll demonstrate the functionality. The most authentic text on yoga is Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Cellular yoga also follow the same modules, however interpretation and sequence may be different from various other popular ones. Key to sound health is exercising. This we know. With this, we should keep in mind that a person's health also includes his/her cell's health. 37.2 trillion cells. Towards sound health, cellular yoga acts at 4 levels. First, spiritual or soul level. Second, psychic or mind level. Third, biophysical or breath level. And fourth, biochemical or body level. Exercise for soul is meditation, because soul has no thought. In meditation, we try to do the same. There are many exercises for mind, like Tratak, means concentrating on a thought or issue, focusing vision on a point, concentrating ears on a sound or music, etc. Or very effective practice like chanting of some mantra, means holy name. Exercise for biophysical forces in body led by breath is pranayama, and exercise for biochemical stimulation in body are asanas, postures, and many other physical exercises. Now we need to decide which exercise should be done first and after then. There must be some principle, isn't it? So I follow a principle, top to bottom. Or you can say leadership by example. As the flow should be from more nourished to less nourished areas. I am soul. We recognize ourselves as soul, owner of our mind and body, with the highest consciousness. Therefore, soul, being the owner and the highest consciousness, is at peak in the hierarchy, is the leader of the personality. So it should act first and inspire or stimulate the lower segments. Its exercise is meditation. Similarly, next in order is mind, which controls and regulates biophysical forces and biochemical changes in the body. Then are biophysical forces led by breath, which synthesize biochemicals in the body. And then comes biochemical level or body to exercise. We have decided the areas for exercise, their specific exercises, and the order of exercises. In next part, we'll elaborate on and demonstrate also the exercises. So we'll come back to you shortly with next part. Please do share this video extensively for the good of humanity. Thank you. Namaste.